Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Deja Vu here, bringing you the second MSL semifinals, and I did have a chance to cast this before the day was over, and yeah, good news. So this is going to be the series between Jaedong for Wasangaz here at the 12 o'clock position in red, and Hydra from Height Entis in the bottom right in white. So Height Entis, Hydra in white at the bottom right. Wow, that all rhymes. Height, white, right? Cool. And then at the 12 o'clock position, we have Oz in red in Jaedong. So this should be an absolutely just... I don't even know how to describe it. I am so excited for this series. I think that this could be one of the better series that we've had in the MSL in a long time. And I really think it could be one of the best series of ZVZ that we've ever seen. The Jaedong is obviously the best ZVZer of all time. There's really no even arguing it. He is the best ZVZer ever to play the game. He is amazing, and he was still at 75% win rate. He was pushing 80% for a long time. He was so close, never quite able to break that barrier. Maybe he broke it for an instant or something, but I don't think he was ever really able to stay over that 80% barrier for too long. But it's just absolutely disgusting how good he is, and how often he used to win 12 hatch versus 9 pool speed. How often he won that, it's just mind-boggling. I don't even know how he did it, but it was so impressive. He is the tyrant and so good at this. And then, on the other hand, we have Hydra, kind of newer on the scene, but has been playing out of his mind over the last few months. Just has been going on huge streaks in Zerg. And I'm just looking at his Zerg page, and I mean, I think he's won something of the last, like, 15 to 17 ZVZs, something like that. Some crazy number where he's just on an absolute tear as well in this matchup. So, should be an amazing series. I want to say, I have a gut feeling that Hydra's going to win. I was calling this before when we were getting ready, when I was talking to a couple of people about who I thought would win the semifinal series. I really thought Zeta was going to win the last series, but unfortunately didn't. But I was going against the grain and picking Hydra, and I'm sticking to it. I think that somehow, some way, Hydra will come away with the win in this series. Just carrying his hot streak, and he's just been playing so well, and I just have this gut feeling that I think he'll take it. Well, we'll see though. Jaedong is obviously no one you want to pick against too often, but especially in a best of 5 series where he is extremely good. But I'm gonna pick against him in this one, just slightly. I'm just gonna go against the grain and pick Hydra, even though I think Jaedong should be favored. Both players, this is triathlon, and if you'll remember the last series, when Zero took his back expansion, we saw that turn into a Hive game, and in this game, both players are taking their back expansion, so both players are going to have hatcheries that, while basically immune from Zergling play, also can't produce Zerglings effectively to bring into the fray as well. So both players will probably be heading to lair. Actually, I think they've already started their lairs, yeah. And they will both be looking to make this into a big Muta fight, and it will come down to Muta Micro. And, Jaedong has long been the king of Muta Micro, long been considered the best. But Hydra has been very, very good recently as well. You don't win that many ZVZs without having some really good Muta Micros, some really good Bermuda Triangles against Scourge, those kinds of things that he definitely has. So this could be very, very entertaining. And I want to see if Hydra can really hold it together in a best of 5 series against the Tyrant, against a man as good as Jaedong. If he can hold it together, stay calm and composed. He always looks composed, Hydra does. He always looks calm, but it's hard to tell whether a player really is during this kind of a series. There's a lot of pressure on him here in the round of 4. He has a chance to go into the finals of a series, and if he goes there, he'll be playing against a Great, who's very good at ZVZ, but that's a very winnable matchup for Hydra if he can get there. It will probably be a little anticlimactic for a lot of fans not being able to see Jaedong, Flash, Bisu, Stork, etc. Fantasy in the final, but it could be a very, very entertaining one against two very good ZVZers. Both players, it looks like, are just going very, very similar builds. We got Spires going up, we got Extractors going up at about the same time. Everything is basically timed out virtually the same as they go to chicks eating. I don't know why we're doing that. And is those Jaedong faces? What the heck are those faces? They got wigs on too, I think. I don't know what the heck that is. Yeah, I think those were supposed to be Jaedong faces. They all got Jaedong cuts and whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. Spires are almost complete for both players, and the first thing that we'll look out for in this game is the composition of these units, how many Mutalisks, how many Scourge, and the control in the first Mutalisk engagement. Jaedong actually moving across the map right now, moving south with his Zerglings. Looks like he's thinking about putting on some pressure with these Zerglings, with these early ones that he's produced. Looks like he's actually produced 4 or 8. Looks like he's produced 8 or 10, and I think Hydra only has 6 or 8. I think Hydra's actually down a pair of Zerglings. It looks like. We'll see. But I think he's actually down a pair of Zerglings if Jaedong tries to push up this ramp, which would obviously be difficult, but it looks like he's decided to back off, and the Mutalisks have spawned for both players, and Hydra moving out with his Mutalisk a little bit into the open, going to try and pick off a couple of these Zerglings while he can, and he's also got a couple of Scourge hovering right above this egg, hoping that it's a Mutalisk that he can catch, and Jaedong coming in with his Mutalisk, going to try and be a little aggressive here. No, not going to be aggressive. Looks like he's going to try and pick off an Overlord, and here comes the first Mutalisk fight. Hydra with some very good, oh wow, actually did take a Scourge to the face there, was doing very, very well, and then took a Scourge to the face, but here comes the first Mutalisk fight, and it looks like Hydra maybe actually has one more Mutalisk than Jaedong does, so I think Hydra actually has an advantage in the Mutalisk fight. Yes, he does. Hydra does have a huge advantage in the Mutalisk fight, and it looks like Hydra's going to come away with the win. Oh my, I think he's going to get this first win here. He's got 3 or 4 Mutalisks ahead of Jaedong at the moment, and that is huge right now. It's going to be tough for Jaedong to overcome. Hydra just continuously chasing these Mutalisk force, eating a couple Scourges. They're not even caring right now, knowing he's got the advantage in Mutalisk count, chases down the Mutalisk, and Jaedong loses all of them, and GG coming from Jaedong. So Hydra winning the first game very, very quickly after that first battle. His Muta Micro and his Scourge were just plain better than Jaedong, and wow, Jaedong engaging. I almost feel like Jaedong engaged early there. Maybe he went before he had all of his Mutalisks, or either that or the Scourge from Hydra. Maybe he picked off a Mutalisk there from Jaedong. I didn't get a good look at that. I was trying to see what happened, but I think they may have picked off one of the Mutalisks from Jaedong as it spawned, and that just put Jaedong behind. And they both had basically equal micro. They were both microing basically perfectly. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't see too many errors at all. Tiny mini error from Hydra to eating one of the Scourge, but other than that, it was basically good micro on both of their parts. And I think that one Mutalisk that Hydra may have gone ahead, and Hydra just coming away with that game. Very, very well played. We're gonna go on to set 2. Should be a lot of fun. Exciting first game. Hopefully the second and third and however many more games we have will be just as exciting.